class last week, I was mentioning a little bit of the sweet potato peel tacos, and people were asking how do they taste. So we're gonna do that as per request. Actually, it's gonna do a version of like maybe you've had them before. It's called like fajitas. So it's like just some veggies sauteed. And I'm gonna show you a couple of different things I do. But first things first. So we're gonna do the ingredients we're gonna have is these. These are potatoes and sweet potatoes. You could do a mix and match. Some onion. I'm gonna use red onion, pepper, the green, red. I'm gonna cut a little bit of carrot in there, some garlic, and some kind of greens. So so these are kale that I can rough chop. But I wanted to also, because we're using kind of like leftovers, I wanted to show you the beet here. So this is a beet, an orange beet. I'm not gonna use the beet. We're gonna cook it later. But what I wanted to tell you is when you buy it in the farmer's market, the whole thing, these are perfectly edible, the greens. So they're really good for you. It has a lot of nutrients and vitamins. So just go like this, wash them really well, and then just remove the ends of it. So this one I'll save for later. I'm not gonna cook it today, but I just want to see this is a great way. If you have some leftover things, you can use them. These are our beet greens. So we're gonna use them. So we're gonna just rough chop them. You can even, if there's a little, sometimes they're a little bit bruised, so that one you can use. But that way you use everything, the whole thing. Even the stems, you can chop them, and I sometimes put them on rice. Sometimes put them on. So I'm gonna save it on the side, and then I'm gonna show you. First, I'm gonna start with the onion. So just a half onion. I'm gonna do it. It's really quick, this dish, so it's also like a great weeknight thing. So just cut it in half slices like that, half moons like that. If you get the end, that's fine. So I have here on my pan, I have some tortillas. That's what I was cooking. And this is some olive oil in a pan. So I'm going to start heating it up, and that's where I'm going to put my onions. And before I do that, I'll do my onions and my peppers. If you have mushrooms, you can add mushrooms to this. So you can do like, and the thing about these fajitas is just like, it's like a strip. So everything is like in thin strips, and it just cooks really fast. You probably have them in some restaurants that they bring it in like a big cast iron, and it's like smoking and making a lot of noise. It is, I call it a loud dish, but it's fun. I like them. So if you want to use like chicken, you would cook the chicken in little strips first, fully cooking it, and then you add the veggies, because the veggies won't take much time. So to start, this is getting hot now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and add my peppers and start sauteing, and the onions. And while that is going, I'm going to show you now. There's a little bit of garlic that I already chopped. I'm going to go ahead and add it in there. I'll wait till it starts cooking a little bit, but then you're just going to get your regular good peeler. I'm going to peel the skins. So this is not going to have the potato, or the sweet potato is going to have the skins of them, which, remember, there's a lot of vitamins and minerals in them, and a lot of the times we throw them away. So just make sure. One of the things I want to show you, so I have like a little bit of a scrub. You would definitely want to give it a little nice scrub with, this is dedicated only for veggies, for example. I think we've, some of you may have this one. So under warm water, keep it really for both of them. That's fine. And then you have it ready to eat. So I can trim them. So these little ends, odds and ends, you can trim, because that may be a little on the dry side. And then you're going to peel it with your peeler. That's all it takes. And The potatoes look good, so go ahead. Remember, these potatoes you can then put in water. We're not going to use them now, but you can put them in water and then make a like a puree. So just 2 potatoes. Plenty. I can hear already these are red potatoes, but it can be any potatoes, white potatoes, russet. They're all good. So that's my potato skins. I use them all. And then the sweet potato. I'll use 2 sweet potatoes. And then I'll show you the serving option. So I can hear I don't know if you can hear it, the onion sizzling. That's exactly what we want. And again, I put together these 2, and you can make then mashed potato and sweet potato together. Dice it, cook it with a little bit of water, and then that's it. So anyway, we have our skins. Let me show you my pan. So give it a stir. You do want to get a little color in them. Also, as you see, I'm warming up. We don't usually use them. These are flour tortillas. I tend to like the corn tortillas better, which are better indeed. But sometimes, you know, the fajitas usually are asked for flour tortillas, but you can use corn tortillas. It's fine. So to that, I'm going to add my skins. They're going to continue cooking in there. Then you can season it lightly. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and the oil and all the rest of the ingredients I'm going to do it. I have a little, I forgot I mentioned, I have a little carrot, also peeled. So the thing about the carrots is also make it in little thin strips. I like them to add them, but they still provide a little bit of a crunch to the dish. Just like that. And in goes. And it gets more color. So definitely you're getting a lot of vitamin A. Turn off. The tortillas are nice and warm. It should be nice and pliable. Put them in there. And then I can do I'm going to start, the garlic. Don't forget the garlic in there. I'm going to mix it. I can smell it, garlic really nice, and it's a little different with all that, but it's like almost like cooking with, it's a great thing is not leaving any leftovers. Remember, the more you use, the better for your budget, the better for the planet. Okay, so now I'm gonna put, just as it is, you can wait and just a little bit more. I'm gonna add my greens. These are the beet greens, but I'll also add a little bit of the kale. I'm gonna chop it before as that cooks. This is, we call it the Dinosaur Kale or Tuscan, but you can do it with spinach. You can do it with really anything you want. And add it in. So now let's get all the flavors going, and I'm going to show you how we're going to serve it. You know, because all is really diced really in thin strips, it doesn't take long to cook, and a little olive oil goes a long way. You can use also canola oil, or corn oil is fine. So you see that now they're becoming nice and pliable. I'm going to show you how we're going to serve it. A little bit of kale. Don't waste anything. So we're going to get a plate here. And you can serve it. A couple of things you can serve. So I have here like some refried beans, just like mixed. Refried beans is very light. So I'm gonna grab, so I'll grab my tortilla. And I have a little bit of cheese here. This is actually just some mozzarella grated that I had that you can use. You can either serve it with this on the side and then a nice heaping side of this, and or wait, let me turn this off. Or you can do it directly in the flour tortilla. What I do is actually I grab a little bit of the beans. They're nice, they're just warm. And I make like a little bit of like a bottom part. Then add my all these fillings, it's goodness. And then, you know, this is where you put like a little bit of the cheese sprinkle on it. And then I have some salsa. This is a tomatillo salsa, but it can be any salsa you want or not, no salsa. And then you can just serve it like that. You can even make a little wrap kind of like that and serve it. And I can serve the other on the side. And that's it. This is how kind of like you eat it. You can even eat it and go. It's easy. I'll serve the rest here. But yeah, a little goes a long way. So yeah, and then you use all the goodness from the skins of the potatoes and the sweet potatoes. So it's all put to good use. Remember to post pictures if you make some of these. Let us know how it went. What did you do? What you change? Every changes are good. Doesn't matter. As long as it's delicious and you eat lots of good fruits and veggies.